Hey guys, so I'm back with another video, 2 in 1 day, so that's a little bit of a record for me. So here we're looking at the Guardian.com. Andrew Cuomo doubles fines as New Yorkers flout stay-at-home orders. Who the hell wants to stay home? Nobody wants to stay home. Everyone's sick of it. It's been 3 months, and at the end of the day, people are just tired of it. They're just completely sick of the whole thing, especially when you start seeing the protests in New York, which I'll get to. But I'm just going to play his video now, and then we'll discuss that, and I'll show you the Black Lives Matter protests. Thousands of people all over New York protesting, and of course they're not social distancing. Do I care that they're protesting? It's good that they're protesting. Do I care about the fines? I don't want to get any fines from Cuomo or anybody else. I'm not from New York. Obviously, I'm Canadian or whatever, but he's Italian. He's an Italian descendant, so am I. And he's basically, I consider him almost like the mob boss of New York State. The way he talks and the way he just presents himself. I don't know if he's got any connections with the New York Mafia. Probably not, but in any case. Okay, let's just play this. Let's play this now.
I want local governments to enforce the social distancing rules. The local governments are charged with enforcement. I want them to enforce them. And I want to be, frankly, more aggressive on the enforcement. Because all the anecdotal evidence is people are violating it at a higher rate than before. So we're going to increase the potential maximum fine from $500 to $1,000. But it's not really about the fine. Nobody wants the money. We want the compliance. We are serious. Frankly, there has been a laxness on social distancing, especially over this past weekend, that is just wholly unacceptable. Look, people are...
I saw the longer version of this, and he was basically saying the worst areas of the city that are breaking the rules, Manhattan and the Hamptons in upstate New York. So you're basically dealing with the people who got the money. So basically they're saying, F you, Cuomo. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to have a good time. It's warm in New York. We're tired of the lockdowns. E vaffanculo. That's what they're basically saying, which means something in Italian, F off. Anyways, let's play this. Let's keep playing this video.
Are dying. People in the healthcare system are exposing themselves every day to tremendous risk walking into those emergency rooms. And then they have to go home to their family and wonder if they caught the virus and they're bringing it home to their family. If I can't convince you to show discipline for yourself,
do it for other people.
then show discipline for other people.
Funny thing is, he's not wearing a mask right now himself. If you're talking about people wearing masks, you should be wearing a mask yourself, in my opinion. I hate masks. I think they're BS. I think they're garbage. Even the CDC said they don't work. Then they worked. And they were like, everyone's going cuckoo. It's all over the map. And at the end of the day, if you are scared, if you feel sick, if you are sick, stay home. That's it. Simple. You're not going to get people to comply with your BS laws after 3-4 months. This is not going to go on for months and months and months like you think. You've already destroyed the economy. And here's the funny thing. I saw one tweet on Twitter. He said, he or she, whatever, the Twitter user said, how are people supposed to pay for these fines if they've lost their jobs because of the lockdowns? And another tweet said, I guess they can pay for the fines using the stimulus checks they got from the American government. So you can look at this so many different ways. But really, if you lost your job, now you're supposed to end up paying $1,000 fine. Like, it's like ridiculous. Insanity. And that's why I'm laughing now. I'm actually over the angry part of how I felt about the situation. Right now, for me, it's so pathetic and everyone's so ridiculous. It's comical. I laugh now. Sometimes I get mad, but mostly I'm starting to laugh more, and I'm thinking how stupid and dumb this whole thing is. And people complying, and people, just the whole thing is like, the whole world is a comedy show to me right now. So this is just from 2 hours ago. New York residents marching in a BLM, Black Lives Matter, peaceful protest in Brooklyn. So let's just play a little bit of that here. Good for them. Looks looks like a party. Awesome. So what's he gonna do? Arrest? He's gonna give it $1,000 fines to every person here. He's gonna make millions of dollars. Well, actually, none of these people are gonna pay, and I wouldn't pay it either. I don't blame them. Look at that. That's awesome. Good for them. Good for them. That's the thing. You can't have it both ways. You want to have the lockdowns, but then the protests are happening because of the murder of George Floyd, and people want to support Black Lives Matters and black people in general for the racial inequality over the 100 years or whatever it's been. So you cannot have it both ways. Let's open it all up. If you want to stay home as long as you fucking want. Everyone else can go outside and do whatever it is they want. We're free human beings. If you're a chicken shit, and if you're scared and you feel you have a right to be scared, please stay home as long as you bloody want. Thousands of people crowded the streets of New York and LA on Sunday to join protests on behalf of black transgender people. I don't know how many black transgender people there are. Maybe there's a lot. That just seems a little bit much, but whatever. It's their choice to protest. Bill de Blasio's daughter, isn't she something? Oh my God. And everyone's asking this question: does Cuomo even have the authority to slap $1,000 fines on people disobeying his mask edict? Who knows? That's a good question. Maybe some lawyers should chime in and leave some comments, because I don't know. I'm not from New York. I'm not even from the United States, but it seems pretty crazy. He can just throw numbers around, throw fines around for what's going on, but who the hell knows? I just got to get this out there again. When you start looking at death rate numbers, like I said before, you're looking at it's like under 1/4% of people who get infected actually die. Most of the people dying, even in New York State, New York City, are from these care homes. Once again, these are the large majority of the people dying. So this whole thing is BS once again. And he doesn't want to talk about it, but at the end of the day, how many people are dying under 40? How many people have actually died under 40 in New York State? How many? And here it even says coronavirus deaths in New York are the highest among those aged 70 to 79. Of course. Once again, if you're elderly, if you have underlying issues, of course you stay home. I'm not retarded. I understand these things. But to lock down everybody from like 1 day old born up to like 99 or 100 is stupid. Keep the older people indoors, especially the ones that have underlying issues that are in healthcare homes. Simple. It's so stupid. Then you wonder, why is he doing this? Why are they all doing this across the world when you can see it over and over again? If you read the statistics, most of the people are over 70 and they are actually in healthcare homes. So let's look at the numbers here. So from 0 to 9, children, 0. From 10 to 19, so basically from 0 right up to 19, you have 2. From 0 to 29, so basically 0 to 30 years old, you have 24 deaths in New York State. And then from 30 to 39, you have 76. From 40 to 49, 158, and it goes up and up and up. Something to look at. Do all these people have other underlying issues and I'm probably gonna say yes, they probably do. So this whole thing is such bullshit. And this is when I start getting mad again, when I start looking at the statistics, and it's just like, okay, well, if none of the kids have this shit, and then why are the schools closed, first of all? And then, it's to protect the old people. Okay, well, why don't we just keep the old people at home then, you idiots? Like, look at these numbers. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. So basically, from 40 down, you've got not even 100 people. Right? And this is in New York State with millions and millions and millions of people. So I don't know. Anyone can look at these numbers and see what they want to see. I'm just looking at them and I see a ridiculous amount of low deaths. Why keep the whole bloody city closed? We're in June now, for God's sakes. We're going to be in July. What the hell's the date today? It's the 15th. In 2 weeks, we're going to be into July. When does it end? So here's another BLM march shutting down Lower Manhattan. This is 2 hours ago. And they got all this. All cops are bastards, the whole 9 yard, blah, 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 abolish ICE. Yeah, okay. Anyways, so let's play this. How many people are here? 1,000. Upside down flag. Lots of people there, lots of people. So what, is Cuomo going to start getting all his henchmen, all the police departments to start fining people $1,000 each? They'll make a lot of money and he's going to make a lot of enemies. So they've, it's a crazy situation. You've got the coronavirus when they want to lock you down, but at the same time, people want to voice their opinions, voice their anger and frustration regarding the George Floyd murder, and they're out in the streets. So this is like this. Something's going to happen. Poof. If they start enforcing those $1,000 fines and arresting people, he just can't do it. He can say something, but if he actually starts fining these people, it's going to get even worse, especially in New York and these, oh my God. It's a time bomb. It's a ticking time bomb. It's a powder keg waiting to explode. Try it. I dare him to try giving them $1,000 fines. Go give every single person here at a Black Lives Matter protest $1,000 fine and see how that goes. See what happens the next night. More looting, more arson, more riots. Then you're going to have to bring the National Guard. Amazing. Like I said before, a lot of these people are probably, well, not a lot, but there's 40 million people unemployed right now in the United States. How are they supposed to pay those $1,000 fines with the stimulus check that they're receiving because they were unemployed as a result of COVID-19 because of the lockdown measures? It's like a full circle happening now. A full circle of BS on top of BS. More layers of crap. Anyways, that's enough of this stuff. I don't want to ramble on any longer. I just wanted to point out the ludicrous situation we find ourselves in, specifically in New York. It's humorous, to say the least. It's so stupid and pathetic that it's actually funny at this point. Anyways, guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and hit that like button. And share this with your friends. Share it all over social media. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Monday night.